Hello, Virgo. Welcome in. We're going to be doing your December tarot reading today. I already meditated on your energy and I pulled some of my astrology cards. And the reason I do that is because I like to see intuitively what kind of energy we're working with this month for y'all. So what came out was Moon Perception. And then that is connected to the number 19. Then we have 12th house introspection related to the number 50. And then we have Aquarius collaborate related to the number 11. So that is interesting to me that we have both introspection and the 12th house with collaboration. So I feel like there is like a level of depth, especially with like the moon energy here too. There's a level of depth that you're connecting to within yourself that I feel like is going to help you learn how to connect with others on a deeper level, on a more collaborative level, and a more authentic level. Here, that's what's wanting to come through here. Yeah, really getting to know yourself on a deeper level that will help you to connect with others more authentically. So let's get into I'm going to shuffle this for a quick second. But let's actually start with some oracle like we always do. Can't forget that. So what do I want to use? They're telling me to use my Mystical Wisdom deck, so we'll do it. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see what wants to come through for y'all. Oh wow, 3 just fell out just like that. Ooh, animal bond, stand up for all animals. Okay. Knowledge, seek knowledge. Dragon energy, discover your courage. 7 deadly sins. So we have knowledge, dragon energy, and 7 deadly sins coming out here. I feel like it's really going to take a lot of courage for you to overcome some of your more destructive traits. These are often very ego-based traits that can cause you to feel disconnected from yourself or cause you to make decisions based on your ego. So seeking knowledge in dragon energy, though, feels very positive that you're being guided and asked to maybe connect with animals more and connect to some sort of information that's going to help you grow and step into yourself more deeply. And this courage energy, it's like this combination of learning and this courage is going to help you to overcome these more destructive traits within yourself. And it's also like with that 12th house, the moon perception energy, I feel like this is all connected too, as like the more you learn about yourself, the more that you can break away from these self-sabotaging ways. So Virgo, let's get into your tarot. Let's see what wants to come through here. We have the 4 cups. That was too many. We have the 4 cups. Okay, what else? 7 of cups in reverse. So clearly you have a lot to consider, a lot of things that you could be juggling, and different types of offers happening. 10 of cups. Okay, let's get the rest of the reading laid out here. But there's one choice. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Let's see what else wants to come out here. Let's see. Page of Wands. Anything else? Seven of Swords. Queen of Swords. The Lover's card. Why is the Seven of Swords coming out here? Temperance. Okay, what are you cutting away from as well with the Queen of Swords? Nine of Swords. Okay. I like this reading, actually. And what does this Lover's card represent here? We have the Lovers and the Ten of Cups energy coming out in this reading. Let's see. Whoa. What wants to come out here? Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups. Healing. Okay. Anything else on this Lover's card? Ace of Swords. Clarity, truth. Anything else? Yeah, you have to make a decision here to really cut away from a lack of worthiness. Anything else here? Knight of Pentacles. One more. The Sun. Okay. Three of Swords on the bottom. Okay, Virgo. We have this Four of Cups and that Seven of Cups. Do you see how, like, this is interesting to me, the way this laid out. We have, like, this cloud, right, with this cup coming through. And the individual here, like, not taking the offer that is being made to them. And then we have this Seven of Cups in reverse. And it's interesting that it's in reverse, too. I want to acknowledge that. And then we have this Ten of Cups, and it's like the cloud is, like, clearing away and everything. And I get this sense of, like, it's like there's so many different opportunities around you. They're just, it feels like the way this woman comes off, she's very, like, there's a lot of inner conflict going on inside that needs to be worked out to be able to, like, make a decision to move forward here. But I feel like it's like all these opportunities in front of you too. It's like, yeah, there's all these cups, but it's like all of them might fall to the wayside. And that dragon energy coming out on top too. That's interesting. I've never really noticed that so strongly before. Again, that courage is really necessary here. But yeah, I feel like one of these cups contains this Ten of Cups, and it's like you have to really get clear within yourself to be able to see that and to be able to, like, receive that. And then in the present, we have this Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So that feels like putting in the work to bring in what it is that you want, the manifestations you want, and then kind of taking a leap of faith towards them. And then the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Lover's card. I feel like this is an energy of that kind of like the seven deadly sins, acting from a place of ego and self-sabotage and just from a place that is really not in alignment with the truth of what you're capable of and what your heart really is in alignment with. And this Temperance card coming out, I feel like it's like this card also represents like sneaking away and lying, and I feel like lying is a strong word in this particular reading. I mean, maybe it's not, but It's definitely an energy of, and it's interesting too that like that there's that cloud again in the background. It's like you need to go deal with this cloud that's blocking you. And it's almost like you had to sneak away because you weren't really able to be in full alignment with your, like, your words and your actions lining up, like being fully authentic here. Yeah, there could be a misalignment of like between the head and the heart, and just needing to really get clear and step into this temperance energy. So there is that give and take within yourself, so that, again, so you can collaborate with others better and more authentically. And this Queen of Swords coming out, I feel like it's like that's also like you're cutting away from that energy now and stepping into more balance here, and cutting away from this Nine of Swords energy, that Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords energy of not like just a lot of rumination and a lot of overthinking here, but definitely coming into a more balanced energy here. And then we have the Lovers card, which I technically can't really show you. I'll show you part of it. Oops. Yeah, because we don't want to get in trouble here. But I clarified this a bunch, and this is what came out. We have this Four of Swords and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So I feel like, again, it's like this could be a romantic connection that forced you to really heal your sense of self-worth and your sense of like self-emotional fulfillment. Yeah, like forcing you to really heal that energy here. And yeah, we got the Ace of Swords, which is a yes card. So there really was a strong sense of a lack of self-worth, and you really had to step away to do some good healing work on yourself. Then we have the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords. So this is like actual clarity coming through and clearing away anything that's blocking you. And then we have this Knight of Pentacles. This is like someone who takes their time. They could be very slow, but they are moving in the direction toward the sun. So that is very positive energy there, and we like that. So that feels really good. I do want to ask about this overarching Three of Swords energy, which I kind of already know the vibes. The High Priestess, yeah, that's funny. Really needing to go within and understand yourself on a deeper level to heal this Three of Swords here. Whoa. Yeah. So the only one that flipped up was the Ace of Pentacles here. So yeah, and the Two of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, I feel like there could be some type of romantic connection really catalyzing your growth, and maybe it came at a time where you weren't ready to receive it. So it looks like you're headed in the direction of healing. Sorry, we had a little interruption with the dog there for a moment. But yeah, I mean, we are pretty complete in this reading. I feel like there is a lot of healing taking place. And again, you're moving toward the energy of the sun and really healing the pain in your heart chakra. And yeah, it feels like there is an offer that really catalyzed this growth and this healing. So that's really beautiful here. Now let's close out with some oracle cards. Yeah, we can use, they're telling me to use the Human Spirit deck, so I'll listen to them and we'll use that one instead of what I was going to use. Let's do it. All right, Virgo, let's see what wants to come out. Aren't they so pretty? I love them. Okay. Locking in. Oop. What goes around comes around. Take that as you will. It also says karma on there. So whether that is like maybe you gave a lot of love in a last situation that's really left you heartbroken and now there is new love coming towards you. Or you could have caused some hurt in a past relationship and that's why you're having to take a pause to really get right with yourself and deal with whatever. It could be both, you know. There are two sides to every coin, and I like to think that none of us are, you know, majority of us aren't all good or all bad. And, yeah, karma can be both good karma and some more challenging karma at the same, and that can happen at the same time. You know, two things can be true. So let's see what else wants to come through here. Any way the wind blows. Anything else here? Anything else? Anything else for Virgo, please? Okay. Make a wish. Okay, there is like a sense of surrender here in this reading too. Hit your target. So you could be fearful that you're unable to, like, there could be anxiety about really being able to reach your goal here. But I feel like there's this, like, there's definitely this need to understand your own worthiness and to make amends with whatever karma that is coming through this reading. And I also want to say that we do have Neptune and Saturn. Well, Saturn went direct, but it's still in Pisces. And then we have Neptune in retrograde in Pisces. And I won't go fully into depth with the importance of what's going on right now. But if you want to hear about that, you can check out the December astrology video, which is linked below. But it is important to say at the very least that we are in such a powerful closing out right now. The last month of a 9-year, the snake year. This is a powerful shedding year. We all went through major, major, major transformations, leaving behind a timeline that no longer serves us. This is an accumulation of so many years worth of energy since, I would say, about 2012, if I'm correct on maybe 2013, but Neptune stays in a sign for 13 years, I believe, and Saturn, I think, is 9. So think about how much energy that is and how much we have gone through in those years. And there are so many lessons around boundaries and stepping out of like fantasy and illusions and really stepping into truth and our authenticity. And yeah, so not until those planets move into Aries will we kind of feel this new beginning really taking root here. Now, the new life is already kind of showing up, and I think that's what's motivating us to close out these bigger cycles in our lives. But we're not quite there yet. And come, that's December, January, into February. The end of January into February is when we're really going to start to see a big shift. So again, if you're interested in hearing more about that, it's really interesting, and I highly recommend looking at the December astrology video. But I get the sense that there is this need for surrender, and understanding that there's more that meets the eye, and you really have to like connect more deeply with your inner truth so that you can understand what it is that you want to bring into your life, and then put that out into the universe and call it in. You do have the capability to reach your goals and hit your target, whether this is in love and connections or with if this is like with your work or both. I think don't underestimate what is possible in this lifetime. We are ever evolving spiritual beings that have the capability to step into a new day each day. Yeah, tomorrow's a new day, and that's always an opportunity for a fresh start. So never limit yourself or shame yourself into thinking that you can't become something new, something bright, and something beautiful, my dear Virgos. So sending y'all so much love and light. I hope you're able to find a message here today. If you were, please feel free to share, like, subscribe, comment down below. Definitely comment. I'd love to hear about your lives and your stories and connect with you guys more. Yeah, and if you ever want a private reading from me, right here it should say you can email me at existandloveconsulting@gmail.com. Or you can go to my website where I offer right now a 45-minute reading. And yeah, email me if you ever want like a longer or a shorter reading, or if you ever have any questions. Okay, sending y'all so much love and light. And stay tuned, and I'll see y'all soon. Okay, bye.